Alright, I'm gonna make this video quick because, for one, I have to go to church and, yeah. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, the scenario has happened. The SEC, very good chance the SEC gets left out of the playoffs today for the first time ever. Because, of course, of course, everybody's like, oh, they shouldn't leave Alabama out. They're definitely, you beat Georgia, you're in. Here's the thing, though. I agree, honestly, even though as much as I hate Alabama, they kind of deserve to be in, but then they don't, if you know what I mean. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. I don't want to see Alabama in the playoffs. Since when are people rooting for Alabama to get in the playoffs? You know, it's funny. Of course, Alabama fans, I was saying, playoff committee, do the right thing and keep Bama out. And then Bama fans were like, ooh, you're just saying that because you know Bama would win it all if we got in. No, it's because nobody wants to see you get beat by Texas again. Nobody wants to see you get beat by Texas again. Texas would beat you again. Texas owns you. So yeah. Of course, all I gotta say is that Washington and Michigan, let's be honest, both Washington and Michigan, they're locks. They're locks. They're in. And then the two final spots, they're going to go to either Florida State, Alabama, or Texas. And if there's any justice in this world, the playoff would be 1, Michigan, 2, Washington, 3, Florida State, and then 4, Texas. If there was any justice in this world. That's what the playoff should be. That's what it should be. Bama fans could cry about it. I don't care. You should have beaten Texas. You should have beaten Texas. That loss early in the season is going to come back to bite you in the hind end. Because, listen, people say, oh, Florida State. I'll be honest, Florida State, they're not a top 4 team. Heck, they aren't even a top 10 team. Like, honestly, take any team from the top 10, they would beat Florida State. I think Penn State would beat Florida State. I think Missouri would beat Florida State. Oregon would beat Florida State. Heck, I'd even argue that some teams that aren't even in the top 10 but are still in the top 25 would beat Florida State. But it's going to come down to what the playoff committee does, all right? Will they choose, like, the 4 best teams? Or will they choose the 4 most deserving teams? Because of course, Alabama, of course, I'll admit, it was a good win by them. It was a good win. It was. But, and in Alabama, if they keep playing like that, they could probably win it all. That's if the playoff puts them in. Because everything has happened that there's a good chance that Alabama, of course, doesn't make it in. Georgia, obviously, they're not making it in. And Georgia fans out here cry, be like, "Oh, we would beat Michigan, we beat Florida State, we would beat Texas." You sure about Texas, buddy? You lost to Alabama, who lost to Texas. Texas would beat you. Texas would beat you. So shut up. But all I can say is that the 12-team playoff was needed this year. This was the year the 12-team playoff was needed. Thank the Lord it's coming next year, because last year we needed it. This year, this is the year that should have brought the 12-team playoff into existence, because we honestly needed it this year. And honestly, I, for one, if stuff like this keeps on happening, I'm excited for the 12-team playoff. 12-team playoff is going to be awesome. Personally, I thought it should have been 8 teams, but you know what? More than I think about it, I think 12 is actually the right number. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. The 12-team playoff next year, it's going to be so good. But yeah, man. Speaking of which, did any of you catch Kirby Smart like crying during the post-game press conference? Like the post-game press conference against, of course, I guess in the SEC championship, where Kirby Smart, bro, he was crying. He was like, Georgia's one of the 4 best teams. He was like, Georgia's one of the 4 best teams. We definitely deserve it. I don't know. It warms my soul. It warms my heart, knowing that Georgia won't be three-peating. And now Georgia fans, they've all went quiet. You cannot find a single Georgia fan anywhere. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And if Alabama misses out, well, you're definitely going to be seeing Alabama fans, and they're going to be typing like, you put Florida State in instead of us, we would beat them 1,000,000 to nothing. But yeah, it's guaranteed one fan base is going to be pissed off today. It's guaranteed. You're going to have, if Florida, because there's a chance that maybe Florida State gets left out, they're going to be pissed. Florida State fans are going to be pissed off. If Alabama gets left out, they're going to be pissed off. If Texas, I don't think, there's no way Texas should be left out. There's no way. If they leave Texas out, I'm going to be pissed myself, because that would be bullcrap. They beat Alabama. You got to put them in. They beat the Alabama team that knocked off the number 1 team in the country. So, yeah. But yeah, it's guaranteed either Texas fans, Florida State fans, or Alabama fans. One of these 3 fan bases is about to get pissed off today. And personally, if you ask me, I think it's going to be Alabama fans. I think Alabama's going to get left out. I think Alabama is going to get left out. And, yeah. I'm going to end it on that note. Oh, man. It's going to be awesome. Please, playoff committee, do the right thing and leave Alabama out. Please, do the right thing.